We're ranking the only 7 major home appliances that still avoid unnecessary smart features. Today, the average household replaces its washer, dryer, or fridge every 6 to 8 years, down from 15 to 20 years, as Wi-Fi modules, touchscreens, and cloud software quietly drive up repair costs and failure risks. Control board breakdowns now rank among the most expensive and common fixes, with $300 to $600 in repair bills, leaving many once solid machines unusable due to software glitches, not worn-out parts. Are smart upgrades trading reliability for gimmicks? If you care about appliances that last and want more evidence-based consumer investigations, subscribe now. Here is our countdown of the 7 no-chip staples worth considering, starting with the one laundry essential that posts the biggest reliability gap of all. Number 1. Top-load washers with mechanical rotary timers stand as the most defensible choice for anyone serious about stretching their appliance budget. Unlike the latest smart washers, packed with Wi-Fi modules and digital control boards, these machines rely on moisture-tolerant rotary dials and cam-driven timers that have held up for decades. The difference is measurable. Consumer Reports and Don's Appliances peg the average lifespan for mechanical top loaders at around 14 years, while their smart counterparts now struggle to reach even 7 to 11 years before a major failure. The culprit is almost always the control board, a single part that costs $250 to $450 to replace, not counting labor. When a digital board fails, the entire machine can be left dead, even if the motor and drum are sound. Repair Clinic's teardown photos show how steam and vibration wick moisture into these boards, corroding solder joints and frying circuits. For many, the numbers do not add up. Emily R. in Austin paid $1,200 to replace her 3-year-old smart washer after a firmware glitch locked out the controls, proof that a flashy touchscreen does not guarantee a longer life. It is a simple equation: fewer chips, fewer headaches, and a better shot at getting a full decade or more from your washer. With repair costs rising and parts for digital boards often discontinued within 5 years, it is worth asking, do you want a laundry machine or a software experiment? In second place, electric dryers with rotary dial controls offer a rare defense against the costly failures that plague modern laundry rooms. The heart of the issue is heat. Inside a dryer, temperatures regularly climb above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and that constant thermal cycling is brutal on digital circuit boards. Where a mechanical timer shrugs off the heat, a printed circuit board starts to degrade, its solder joints cracking and components warping long before the drum motor or heating element gives out. The numbers tell the story. Mechanical dryers typically run for about 13 years, according to the Madrona Group. Field notes from repair shops show that digital control boards in newer models often fail in just 4 to 6 years, sometimes even sooner. When that happens, the replacement part alone can run $300 to $500, not counting labor. Luis M., a senior technician, puts it bluntly: 80% of my washer and dryer calls now involve a failed control board. That means most breakdowns are not from worn-out belts or motors, but from electronics that cannot handle the heat. For buyers weighing their options, the lesson is clear. Mechanical dial dryers avoid the single most expensive and failure-prone part in the modern laundry cycle. Choosing a model with physical selectors and thermostats can mean a decade or more of reliable service, with cheap, available parts and no risk of a software glitch bricking the whole machine. Third on our list, basic top freezer refrigerators with mechanical thermostats hold the line against the march of digital complexity in the kitchen. These units rely on a simple bimetal thermostat and a manual defrost timer, no door tablets, no app integration, and no risk of being locked out by a cloud service. These simple mechanics translate into longer service life. The numbers are telling. Mechanical top freezers routinely last 15 to 20 years, a span that puts most smart-enabled models to shame. In contrast, the median lifespan for Wi-Fi or touchscreen-equipped fridges has now slipped to just 10 to 13 years, with many owners reporting control board failures as early as year 5 or year 7. When that happens, The cost to replace a refrigerator's main board often runs between $350 and $600, about half the price of a new entry-level unit. That is not just a repair bill, it is a decision point for many households. Unlike mechanical thermostats, which can be swapped out for $50 and a screwdriver, digital boards are often discontinued within 5 years, leaving owners with no option but full replacement. Sarah Kay, an independent repair technician, puts it plainly: if the manufacturer locks the board behind proprietary software, even I cannot fix it. Your fridge is just a box until you pay their price. For buyers, the checklist is simple. Look for a physical dial inside the fridge, avoid models with digital displays or app icons, and check that the model number does not appear in FCC filings for wireless modules. Choosing a basic top freezer means betting on proven mechanics, lower repair costs, and a cold storage solution that puts reliability ahead of remote control gimmicks. Number 4 on our list, Coil electric ranges with physical knobs and infinite switches remain one of the last truly low-maintenance choices for home cooks who value reliability over digital frills. In kitchens, where heat and airborne grease are constant threats, mechanical controls have a clear edge. The classic rotary knob paired with an infinite switch shrugs off the same conditions that quickly degrade touchscreens and PCB-based controls. According to Madrona Group data, these coil ranges routinely serve for 13 to 15 years, outlasting their smart-enabled counterparts, which now average just 9 to 11 years before a costly failure. The main reason is simple: grease and heat that barely phase a mechanical switch can spell disaster for a control board, leading to corrosion, short circuits, and burnt-out components. When repairs are needed, the difference is striking. Replacing a worn infinite switch typically costs $120 to $250, while a failed touchscreen control board can cost from $200 to $350 just for the part, not including labor. Teardowns from Parts Direct show the aftermath: sticky residue and charred traces on failed boards, often just a few years into service. For buyers, the practical lesson is straightforward. Opting for a coil range with physical knobs means fewer expensive surprises, easier repairs, and a better shot at a decade or more of dependable cooking, without worrying that a software glitch or cloud outage will leave dinner half-cooked. Number 5. Gas water heaters with mechanical gas valves quietly deliver hot water even when the power goes out, a capability that digital models simply cannot match. At the heart of these units is a mechanical thermostat and a pilot light, working together without any need for microchips, cloud connections, or firmware updates. The Department of Energy puts the average service life for these mechanical tanks at 10 to 11 years, compared to just 7 to 9 years for smart water heaters with electronic controllers. That difference is not just theoretical. When an electronic control board fails, a common event in humid basements or garages, the replacement part alone can cost $180 to $300, not counting labor. For many homeowners, that is enough to tip the scales toward full replacement, especially since software locked boards can prevent even skilled technicians from making a repair. The Federal Trade Commission's most recent guidance on right to repair highlights this gap. Mechanical components remain accessible, but digital boards are often locked down by proprietary software, leaving consumers with little recourse. For buyers weighing their options, the practical lesson is clear. Mechanical gas water heaters offer resilience during outages, avoid costly electronic failures, and keep hot water flowing with parts that are both affordable and widely available. In a world where even a cloud hiccup can leave you cold, sometimes the simplest solution is the most reliable. Number 6. Manual dishwashers with physical push buttons and mechanical selectors reveal how old-school engineering still outperforms digital promise in one of the most punishing environments for electronics. Inside a dishwasher, every cycle turns the control panel into a steam chamber, and that moisture is relentless. Mechanical models rely on robust switches and timers that shrug off condensation, while their smart counterparts depend on printed circuit boards, thin, densely packed, and highly sensitive to corrosion. iFixit teardown galleries show the aftermath. Control boards pitted and streaked with corrosion after just 3 or 4 years, as electrochemical migration bridges traces and shorts out components. When a mechanical dishwasher falters, it's usually the pump or a timer, parts that cost $80 to $200 and can be swapped in under an hour. But when a digital board fails, the repair bill can balloon, and the part itself may be discontinued within 5 years. The American Housing Survey puts the average mechanical dishwasher's life at 9 to 10 years, while board-driven models often see their first major failure right as the warranty expires. The practical takeaway is simple. In a world where steam and electronics don't mix, sticking with a button and dial dishwasher with mechanical controls is the easiest way to avoid an early, costly replacement and to keep repair costs predictable. Number 7, non-smart programmable thermostats represent the clearest victory for mechanical design in the battle against premature appliance failure. Where Wi-Fi enabled thermostats now average just 10 to 12 years before a firmware bug or cloud service shutdown sends them to the landfill, their mechanical and simple digital counterparts routinely deliver 2 or even 3 decades of reliable service. Consumer Reports calls these models the longevity champions of the HVAC aisle, and the numbers back it up. A basic programmable thermostat can last 20 to 30 years with nothing more than a battery change or a dusting behind the cover. The cost difference is just as stark. At major retailers, a well-reviewed mechanical thermostat like the Honeywell 5950 sells for $45, while a popular smart model runs $199 or more, without factoring in the hidden price of app updates or remote server outages. Privacy advocates, including the Electronic Frontier Foundation, have warned that smart thermostats routinely collect and transmit detailed occupancy and usage data, creating new privacy risks that never existed with a physical dial. And when a smart thermostat's firmware bricks the device, there is no practical repair, only replacement. For buyers who want to set a schedule, save on heating bills, and never worry about a cloud outage or a surprise software update, the most rational choice is still the simplest, a non-smart programmable thermostat, proven to outlast and out-privacy the competition by a generation. Across all 7, one fact stands out. Simplicity means longevity. Mechanical timers, dials, and switches aren't relics. They are proven shields against costly failures and forced upgrades. In a market racing towards software dependency, these designs quietly protect your wallet and your independence. Sometimes less tech truly is more.